got ourselves a bio bow. Is that the name? I like that. I like the simple looking Mog, by the way. Just straight up in his underwear and just a bow in his raptor and his, I was about to say horse. I know it's not a horse. I know it's a wolf. For some reason my brain was like, and his horse. I don't know why. Gonna be Arbus, trying to see if he can set up himself a couple of resources. Geist over in the back, we got Koopa, Jaina, and Rest in Hell coming back in with Lemon Roll. Last time, yesterday, Lemon was running around and just using these boys like punching bags, just beating them up. Wait, how many ha-has do we have? We have haha here and another haha here. And we got ourselves Nels. Wait, I love the mouse boys. Holy. Lemon trying to see if he can approach Arbus. Charging in, big Conti immediately. Dark Pact, Arbus may need a port unless he's already used one. Did he already use Gateway? Are you just dead? Hold on, he might just be dead. Arbus just trying to see if he can live. Gonna be a Mortical. Lemon no longer has a Trick and Stone right after. Needs to find a way to just take control of the situation. Chaos Bolts with the Succubus. He's seen to follow up. He's just trying to use everything he can just to survive. Massive kick for Lemon Roll. Poured out for Arbus. Does have a gateway saved up, so he did have one to use for later, but just doesn't have any ways to stop Lemon for the time being, and that's going to be a quick touch of death. That's just so much damage with Mugs. And because of the conduit, you can't even control them during their burst. Like, once they become the Roomba of death, that's it. They're just schmoozing at you and killing you the entire time. Oh, look at this dude's Mog. Hold on, he's got himself like a shirt, pants, and he's even got like an undershirt on top of it too. Also, what is this toy you're using? Is that supposed to be like a rock? Is that a rock? Is it like a pet rock or something? I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've seen it. Can you use that sliding thing while you're still casting spells? Because I feel like that would, yeah. That is like a rock. You literally just have a rock in your hand. Wait, you actually can't just slide around. That's so good. Instant Fear, I don't even know who really breaks the in-cap. Lemon is going to take a bunch of these volleys though. Pre-Karma's this damage. Does it burn through a Karma fairly quickly? That Rift is still going to do massive. That's going to be guys possibly going for a big defensive here. Got him some PI, VE, looking to do damage to heal. Might be looking for Disperse. There goes the Disperse. Every defensive blown just to try to see if he can live Lemon. Lemon does get himself quite a lot of damage, looking for a reset behind the pillar. Geist also can't do for a reset. Lemon seeing Geist really low does pop yet another defensive. Oh, he does have Fear back up actually, does he? No, Fear does not get tracked properly. That is so unfortunate. If you get another Fear, maybe he can live, but no, the kick. Oh, the Rift was out, but he needed to get away from the guy. That is so rough, man. Yeah, we do. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Mad damage onto Lemon. This is a great opportunity for us in hell just to see if you can finish him off. But the Ring of Peace doing exactly what it's meant to do. Zonal action. Away for Rest in Hell. Does try to see if he can cleave down on him. Lemon able to port out. In cap for a second. Does buy himself just a second or two. But he's still bleeding out. He's not in a great spot. And with a hunt connecting. Ford Brew keeping him alive. Rest in Hell goes up in air. Slow down onto Lemon. It's getting lands back to back. It's just might be lights for the guy. Unless you can wait like 15 seconds on a Karma. The rock is my rock body. It's an item. It's not even a pet. Wait, just like an item in your inventory? That's awesome. I'd never seen it. That's why I'm like so surprised by it. Lemon tries to go for a last lockdown. But Rest in Hell is able to take him out with the rogue. Haha, gonna be up next. We got two ha-has in here, so I'm just gonna have to figure out like what I'm gonna call him. I guess they're both called Haas. Haas? I guess Ha works actually, right? Haha XD, Haha XO. I can call him XD or an XO actually, right? That's like the only moniker in the names that actually, like, that's a little different, right? XD and XO. Try to go for Sigil of Fear. XD does end up stepping on him with the trinket. Stun to follow. Rest in Hell with the trinket. Does end up immuning the, or imprisoning the secret technique damage, which can be massive. That was Shadow Blades and everything. That was like the most amount of damage. However, the trinket trade on a 1.5 minute cooldown, you will not have the trinket before those cooldowns are back. So for Rest in Hell, now he has basically on the clock 1.5 minutes to take down the rogue. Just a Spectral Sight and Ha does go in to try to see if he can stop it. I'm gonna switch I think between Ha and XD and XO, I think. Yeah, I think it's so. Otherwise, their names are really, really difficult, honestly. Stun onto XD, does go in for a big hunt with a glaive to follow. He does have evasion for a second, so rest in hell. Some of his damage does not quite connect, but he's at least able to get a little bit of health back here and there. For XD, if he has himself another go, rest in hell is not looking the healthiest at the moment. Is going to go for a massive cleave. Quick stun, secret technique, lots of damage, stuns back-to-back, locked out. Is that going to be enough for the evasion? Does he have enough survivability? Imprisoned for a moment. That's an opportunity for the Demon Hunter to catch up a little bit. Gouge in order to walk away, but XD's taking a little bit of damage over time. Does get himself a sippy cup. Yet another cleave down, but rest in hell, stun around the corner. I think it might be lights here. Unless the Rogue has another lockdown, which he does have a disarm here. I don't really know if that's going to stop the Demon Hunter. You do put a bleed on the Rogue. Is it going to be enough though with a kidney? No, it's not enough. He does have dance. Maybe just dance cheap and go for another eviscerate. Cheap eviscerate. No, stun as rest in hell does take it. That was a clutch duel between the two. I'm not gonna lie. With Bio gonna be up next, though, full immunity out for rest in hell. Does get some dots on the Bio. Freezing trap waiting for him. Rest in hell just does not have a way to heal here. He can maybe draw some souls out from these pets and recover a little bit, but he needs leech. He needs metamorphosis and leech in order to get any healing. But also, line of sight from Bio may not be the worst idea. Does go in for yet another meta. He got a lot of damage. Demon Hunter got some damage and just gonna try and see if he can leverage it versus Bio. Sigil of Fear. Wait into another cooldown. Massive burst. Oh, the combo! The combo was so good! Versus the Demon Hunter. Oh, versus the Paladin, however, it might be a little bit tough. Does go up in the air. Lance on him has a line of sight for Paladin. He is going to get a Dawn Lights going. Lances are doing a lot of damage, actually. Hold on, Lances actually did a lot of damage. XO is going to have to go for a lot of recovery. Rest in hell cannot heal behind the pillar. No, he has a mage foot. He has mage foot. I don't know if he wants to do that. Blind for a second. Could go for a stun and it's over, right? Defensive, trinket to follow. Rest in hell picking up as many souls as possible off of him. Rushing past him with the stun. It's going to be a trinket out or human racial out for XO. Hold on, rest in hell. If he has any chance to potentially win, if he can get a kick interrupt, that would be huge. Stun. It's going to be bubble. It's going to be a bubble. No, shield of vengeance actually with a wall. I was going to say maybe a bubble. That was so clutch. Well done for rest in hell. You got to love the burst of a Demon Hunter, man. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? You got to love the burst of a DH, man. As XO is going to go for a quick stun onto Jaina. Got himself full frozen orb, everything available. But it's going to be the Pally. He's going to have to take this a little bit slow. Has himself Blessing of Saint, Bubble, and Lay on Hands. He's got to use Blessing of Saint, Blessing of Saint first or Lay on Hands first before a Bubble to really maximize the Forbearance abilities here. Bubble cannot be the first thing to blow unless you're like absolutely up against the wall. Better to use a Bubble than not use it though. Blessing of Saint, there it goes. That's probably the best ability you could use here. Perfect opportunity to go counter offensive. If you can stay on top of Jane to get a couple of Dawn Lights. He does get at least one Dawn Light on Jane. No, he doesn't. Actually, it looks like he used all of them defensively. Dampening is a 40%, so this is going to give him better survivability. But look, now he's back up against the wall. Lay on Hands. Do you burn it now or do you save it? Shield of Vengeance is going to help you hold off for a little bit longer. Dawn Lights is going to help to burn through Jaina. Meteor down is going to hurt a lot. Does barely survive with Jaina going for a block, though. So for XO, this is huge, actually. Lay on Hands is still available, and a Bubble as well. So he's still got some moves that he can use here. Just not a lot of mana. But at least he's got two big buttons that he can use. Also, that's a gorgeous looking mount. Well, it's a cool looking mount. I know that a lot of Glad players don't enjoy the mount model at all. That being said, the next one in the next season is going to look really pretty. And no second block out for the mages. XO able to take him out with Koopa. I like the set. Hold on, the mask, the chest piece, it's like all very much vanilla. And then you got like the leggings with the skirt combo, all red. I actually like that. It's like it's like vanilla for the most part. Vanilla from the top and a little bit plus down from waist down. I actually kind of like that. I like that a lot. The simplicity, I think, is what I like about it. The red and everything. Into a meld, he's just gonna go for a bit of dots on the XO and just dip out. Blind a little early, but you know what? The Rogue could have been nearby. I don't think you would expect the Rogue to just go in, put a bleeds, and then meld after. Is just trying to see if you can avoid the Pally stunt to follow. For XO, whatever damage you can do is going to be huge. Does go for a trinket with a blind. Thinking about the dampening, decided he might just want to use something here. Cloak of Shadows is usable here. Vanish also usable, so that's going to be trade. XO still has a Lay on Hands. He does have a human racial, so I think he needs to wait until the human racial lay on hands. He needs to wait until human racial to break out of stun, lay on hands last moment, I think. Maybe follow up with a Shield of Vengeance, or use Shield of Vengeance early. May not be the worst. Whatever damage the Pally can do right now with a Wake of Ashes and a full Dawnlight combo onto the Rogue, I think is what's going to help him win. But he never needs to make sure lane hands is used before you're low health. Does use it here. Koopa does get stunned down. Oh, does end up taking it. The Pally actually played that perfect. Reska 3? The Pally played that perfectly in the end, by the way. Well done. Reska 3 though? I know that Brett's got a rogue. He's got a hunter. He must have gotten somebody else that I'm forgetting here.